1 year ago today, something monumental happened. Something that changed the landscape of YouTube forever. Something that was such a big occasion, it affected the trajectory of entire people's careers. September 12th, 2016 was the day the Leafy Content Cop came out. There were a lot of things that this video had going for it when it came out. iDubbbz's subscriber base when compared to Leafy's, his just entertainment value as a creator, his name as a creator, and his sort of diversity of content, along with like an actual understanding of how to handle criticism, and those things all came together perfectly, and they brewed the perfect storm to finally rid Leafy of this website. And I say that, but I don't really mean that exactly. Obviously, that's an exaggeration. But now here's my thing. So, if you look at some of the other content cops, like the Keemstar one, the tech destruction channels, the toy channels, nothing has really changed. This channel, this content cop, affected YouTube as a whole. It affected the landscape. It changed pretty much everything about the commentary community. Originally, Leafy's influence was felt all over the place in almost everybody's videos. They were sort of like spreading this style and pioneering it, and it became very, very popular very quick. Tons of other YouTubers followed suit, no fuckers, other people in that vein of using gameplay and reacting to cringy videos. But here's the thing, if other people were doing that content, why exactly was Leafy the one who was targeted? Well, there are a couple of reasons. The biggest one is that Leafy was the biggest. Leafy was by far the most successful out of these YouTubers. He was the one who was talked about the most. And not only that, he was also like the originator of it. But aside from that, he refused to change, and he still hasn't changed his videos. He makes the same exact stuff where Pyrocynical, No Fuckers have adapted to grow alongside of the newer commentary channels like Elvis the Alien and I'm Alex. Leafy has remained the same and in his own sort of bubble. There are videos on videos that are doing analyses of these and what happened, you know, but I'm going to do a 1 year later video. So we already know that the most simple thing that Leafy could have done to prevent this from happening would be to have gone with a joke, but he didn't. He completely misinterpreted this video, and it just showed to his fans how he truly was this person that they all thought. Like, this person that iDubbbz had brought to light, you know? Where he responded almost exclusively to the no chin thing, and that was about it, because he didn't understand the purpose of actually using that, and how that wasn't a point of the video. That was more a just joke. So this video comes out, breaks trending, and then is immediately taken off trending because it's iDubbbz, and YouTube will not help him out ever. So he is taken off trending, but this video is still massively blowing up. It's got tons of views. I don't even think he made a lot of money off of it, because a lot of his videos get age restricted, but it's extremely entertaining. It is basically a 20-minute roast piece, a 20-minute just pure satire of his content in the most beautiful way, because not only does iDubbbz mix together this sort of his own style with Leafy's style, but he does it in a way that is making fun of Leafy in creative ways that aren't just the same thing that Leafy does. Because a lot of people, including me, who called out Leafy before iDubbbz, we just sort of use the same style as Leafy, and that didn't end up working out well because we were no better. But iDubbbz came in with the fan base, the pull, to do all of that. His views for the last 30 days are down 46% from what they were. And his subscribers, even though it's minus 10,000, he lost 10,000 subs this 30 days, he's still up 130%. And these charts down at the bottom for average views per day per month for Leafy videos and total views per month for Leafy videos sort of explain the problem. As you can see, he was on top of the world. His peak was July of 2016, and he has continued to fall. And he's at his lowest he's ever been prior to the big explosion he had 2015, 2016. And he's just continuing to fall. He lost 10,000 subscribers this month. But that's good for him. He lost less than he lost last month, and he lost 10,000. The views are exponentially increasing, but you can clearly see that this 6-month period and this 6-month period were the greatest for his channel, and they've slowed down almost to as big as they were prior. The daily video views fluctuate way too much for me to be able to like accurately understand them, you know. At his peak, like 500, but sometimes I see a 0 in here, like. Well, if you look at iDubbbz's channel, he's almost entirely green all the way through. He is continuing his subscriber gain. He's continuing his total views. Average views. Now, iDubbbz doesn't upload once every month. Or iDubbbz doesn't upload once every day. So it makes it sort of a lot harder to judge his views like this. But as you can see, 2016, he was averaging a lot of views that month because of that content cop. And then he came and banged out another one. And he's on a down peak right now because he hasn't uploaded in a while. That is completely different from Leafy uploads every day, and he's slowly been dipping off. iDubbbz uploads irregularly, and he's been seeing increased growth with every major project he puts out. Leafy content cop 1 year later. Leafy's influence, his widespread influence, his massive subscriber count, all of those things are pretty much gone. People have moved on to a new style. He used to be one of the biggest names, and now no one mentions him unless something extremely drastic happens, like a dick pic gets leaked. It is ridiculous. iDubbbz, the man who made this masterpiece, he's still making videos, he's still putting them out, and generally his views have gone up a little bit, but they haven't increased drastically. And I think that overall, this is sort of a lesson to every YouTuber that the way to make it to the top is not like that. You don't want to grow too fast through scummy methods. His videos have gone from almost 4 million views every single upload, dropping down to barely hitting 1 million consistently, almost never hitting 1 million at all. And I think that Leafy is a cautionary tale for YouTubers. Watch what you say, think about what you do, and just be smart with your position. Leafy's footprint on this website is pretty much gone. And to avoid that happening to someone else, you have to be diverse, you have to make actual good content, and you have to be able to think critically. This is a hard industry. I'm not going to sit around and pretend like I'm not going to jerk myself off like it's my fucking Twitter pinned tweet and like, oh, this is my dream, man. This is my fucking dream. It's a lot of people's dreams. And you know what? You have to be smart. You have to fucking work your ass off. And that's where I am. I'm not big. I'm not popular. I don't even think my content is really that great yet. But I'm going to get there. And I'm not going to do it like this. And no one is going to do it like this. Because we know what happens when you do it like this. So it's been 1 year. The effects are seen throughout the community. Leafy's forgotten. And to avoid that happening to you, you should look at this and actually think about it. And try to determine what went wrong here for yourself. Don't just listen to what I have to say, or what Glink has to say, or what the Gamer from Mars has to say, or even what iDubbbz has to say, or what Leafy has to say. Come up with your own conclusion, take your own lesson from this, learn something from this catastrophe. His career was axed. His entire fan base was cut into like 1/8 of what it used to be. Could you imagine being the Roman Empire, being the biggest around of your time, the most influential, and then toppling to the ground faster than anyone else?